We are live from the DADBODDS studio. Welcome, everybody, to the DADBODDS podcast, episode number 83. Very special episode because it is major golf talk. So if you ain't liking the golf, you might want to change the channel because we're going to picks and some MLB, at least for me. But I think the boys are going to be giving some golf picks. I am Guns Picks, followed with me, co-hosts Pun Picks and Lock Bets. What's going on, guys?
Thank you for that great intro there, Guns. Really crushing the game. I love that hat. I think the hat would be better under my tire or in a pile of my dog's shit. But other than that, we're good, bro. How's everything going, man?
Tell them how you really think.
Just remember who's the last team that beat you in the playoffs. I'm just going to say that. I don't care what you're doing right now. Yeah, we're going to be talking golf. Everything's going good at this week. I mean, F5s are – last week was real bad. I'll just be honest. I had an absolute hot streak, home run city, and then all of a sudden the spreadsheet said, error, malfunction, blue screen, whatever the fuck happened. Yep. I think Lockbets was carrying the load for us on his picks. So.
Yeah. We had a good week last week, and this week has been a little bit sluggish to say the least. But I took the day off. I did not tell my boss either. I didn't put my out of office on, and nobody noticed. But I did take the day off today for MLB, so I'm feeling refreshed. The mind is clear. I did take a personal wager of the Angels and the White Sox. I wanted to see how fucking juicy we can just get some real slutty favorites and see if we can, make some money back for the boys. But guys, it's majors week and it's the PGA Championship. It is the silliest rules. It's the silliest organization to put on a major, but we love it. It's like crack, it's very silly, but we love it. Pun.
Yeah.
You have boots on the ground, bro.
Yes.
How you doing?
Man, this week has just been, living in Tulsa, it's pretty small. It's relatively small, little over 1 million probably in the metro. So this is what everybody is doing, talking about, going to. So man, everybody's ratcheted up, hoping the weather holds off. And then we'll talk a little bit about that later. But,
I know our special guest has a lot of questions for you, especially. Before we go on, is the rumor correct that if you move to Tulsa, you get $100K? They give you money to be there?
No, it's 10.
Oh, okay, 10K. Okay.
I kind of want to reiterate what Lockbets was talking about. We were talking earlier, but Pun Picks is going to be at the PGA Championship, working
in the ropes,
inside the ropes as a ranger. Are you
Marshal?
Excuse me,
U.S. Marshal.
U.S. Marshal. So the Marshal, what do? You hold up the sign that says "Quiet, please."
Yes.
That's what you're doing, right?
So to answer your question, I really don't know yet. That's kind of scary. The scary part of this, they didn't do any training for the Marshals. They have training for some of the other positions. But I'll be rotating from tee to one of the guys that holds the rope to let the people through the fairway to cross. And then up by the green, and then you'll just kind of rotate all day, every hour, I think.
So feel free to DM Pun Picks on Twitter, and if you're an avid golf bettor, make sure you check with the insider himself.
Yeah, let me know. I'll tell you how the guys are. I'll tell you how Tiger's walking, how he looks on his swing.
Very important.
See how Hideki's neck is looking. I'll go give him a little rub down. Maybe I'll see if he needs a little shake down.
No, I don't want to waste the golf talk right now because we have our golf coming up. We got to move on, but fair enough. I mean, I think this is probably a good time. Let's just get it out of the way. I'm not saying get it out of the way because I love the product, but
get out of the way.
No. I said I corrected myself.
I wish we had a soundboard right now and we could play that song. Move, bitch, get out of the way.
We need a soundboard bad.
Yes. All right.
Hey,
sorry.
No, by the way, did you see my new that I'm Guns Talk now? And you need to call me Guns Talk.
Oh, is that your new name?
Yeah, you haven't seen that I am a TikTok guy now. I posted a TikTok.
I didn't know that.
I did. I should have tagged you on it, Locks. It's on my Twitter.
Must follow.
Also follow DADBODDS on Twitter.
TikTok.
Yeah, we're all TikTokers now. I don't know if you guys know this, but
we're expanding the brand.
We're TikTokers.
And also, yes, and then we created DADBODDS too, so that's going to be part of the sphere, the media, whatever you want to call it. We are all medias all the time.
Yes,
and,
content.
We'll be posting as much as we can, as long as the kids aren't pulling at my leg. So let's just get to the ad read and talk to our very appreciated sponsor.
Yes.
This podcast is sponsored by Viva Tequila Seltzers. As I'm holding the can in front of the camera, beautiful watermelon. Yes, this podcast is sponsored by Viva Tequila Seltzers. Viva Tequila Seltzers is a refreshing and drinkable hard seltzer. 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 4.5 ABV. Viva is the perfect drink for your PGA post-game needs, as it was created with the active lifestyle in mind. Am I frozen?
No. No.
Keep going, baby.
Okay.
I can hear you.
I'm seeing a frozen screen. Okay. Viva flavored their tequila because flavor is the spice of life, and they like their drinks with a kick, just like they like to live their lives. Viva flavors perfectly with our artisanal Blanco tequila for our subtle and refreshing drinks. Their belief is to live long, live well, and live it up. Hashtag Viva Up. And make sure you follow them on Twitter at Viva Seltzers. Woo!
I fucking love Viva, and that's not an ad.
That's not an ad.
Yeah, I got quite the haul today. T-shirts, koozies.
Yes, you did.
Vivas.
Yeah, shout out to the males right now.
Oh,
guys.
Back.
We didn't lose this stream. We probably lost people saying, "What the hell's going on?" If anything, people love to watch us. Like,
we're back.
I apologize to that. I do have to update my Windows, and I will do that after the podcast. Now, that's unprofessional.
Did you have to do a full reboot?
I had to do a reboot, yes, and it reminded me that I need to.
He had to do a reboot. You were right.
He had to do a re-poop and regroup.
No, I couldn't even do anything. I had to press. I basically turned the power off.
I think he actually just had to go take a quick poop. Nothing was wrong with his computer at all.
We're back, though, guys. Guys, we're back. Like
we are back.
The stream is back.
Yeah.
And actually, I was looking at the followers.
By the way,
there was 8 viewers. So
we have a comment out. Yeah, there's an influx of lady dancing workers visiting Pun's backyard, LMBA, asking for all friends.
Good.
We need to ask.
The answer is yes. Always. I mean,
yes. We love the comments, by the way. Please put them up. I'll always post them. I don't care how bad they are or good they are. I'll still make jokes about them. But I want to get to this before we get to our guests. Let's do the Dadbods Capper breakdown, which
Jeff, if you're listening, we're coming soon. You'll just get another beer.
Or at least breathing hard.
Yeah. Oh, geez, to reset everything. This is awesome.
Oh, he had to do a complete reboot.
Got it.
It is time for the Dadbods Capper breakdown.
Oh yeah. Dadbods Capper Breakdown is sponsored by Viva Tequila Seltzers. Who wants to start? I'm going to go with lock bets. Go.
Oh, my man. Well, I got a round 1 matchup for tomorrow. PGA Championship round 1. I know we have some weather in the morning, but forget about that. I'm talking about one man who finished off strong last week and another man who is a whiny little bitch. Sorry, no, that's mean. I want to take Scheffler over Rahm. I got him plus 100. I think it's since gone a little bit below that, like minus 110 or so. I just see Scheffler. I mean, Pun said it before. Scheffler has won here before as an amateur. I just don't think Rahm is going to start off strong tomorrow. I think Scheffler will. And it's a great value for the number 1 golfer in the world. Mm-hmm. So Scotty Scheffler minus 105 versus Jon Rahm. First round matchup. Let's go. 1 unit.
Boom. What you got, Pun?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So our golf guest might hit me with a 2x4, but I'm gonna go like Big Nine. Big Nine win the PGA tournament. So that Big Nine includes Rahm, Scheffler, Rory, JT, Cantlay, Morikawa, Spieth, Cam Smith, Schauffele. That's your 9.
Big Nine. I didn't know they were referred to as the Big Nine.
Well, it's just
I think they pick a Big 9.
They pick a Big 9 or pick a Big 8, however they want to do it. But so it's plus 112 that one of those guys wins. Historically, at this course, great players win. Top 5, top 10 players win. You look at Tiger Woods, Ernie Els, I think won here. Retief Goosen won here. Nick Price. And so Dave Stockton, I think, was pretty high in like 1970 when he won. So I think it's a course where if you're playing well, you're going to play well here throughout the week usually. So that would be my pick. Big 9 win plus 112.
Boom.
I love
it. That leaves it up to me. Well, I'm staying away from the golf. I'll let you guys duke that out.
Guns Golf is not coming out to play?
No, Guns Golf is not going to come out to play. At least here. I may just tell you guys because I've just had too much F5 saturation right now, and I'm going to stick with the F5s. Mr. Worldwide, as they call me. Shout out Pitbull. So I'm going to be looking at San Diego and the Philly game tomorrow. Now I see that Yu Darvish is pitching for San Diego. I know he's 6-1 in first fives. He's an electric pitcher, but if you actually look at San Diego, they've gotten 0 run support in the last 9 in the first 5 innings. They're actually only scored 1 run in their last 9 games in the first 5 innings. So the run support is low.
Including tonight. I don't know if that
and I am including tonight. That's part of the 9.
Tonight, okay, good.
It was 3-0 after the first 5 on that one, and we took Philly on that one as well for tonight. So I'm riding with Philly again. I see Philly minus 120 for the full game, and with Gibson pitching versus Darvish. Darvish is an absolute electric pitcher. That should tell you something there that there's something wrong with the offense on the San Diego Padres side. And you actually look historically with Gibson. Gibson actually pitches fairly well versus San Diego. I know he did very well. I don't think he gave up a run versus San Diego when he played him last year. He's above average, maybe a little below average in F5 wins at best. But I got to take the spot here, especially seeing Philly at minus 120 against Darvish. I mean, come on, that should tell you something. San Diego cannot score runs. Philly is awesome at home. So give me Philly money line first 5, whatever the number is. Hopefully it's not too high. I don't think it's going to be too high if it's minus 120 full game. So take that one.
1 unit? Are we going?
Yes.
0.75. I know you've been 0.75 lately.
You've been 0.75, 1 unit. That's a play. You know what? Let's make it 1. Let's make it.
Ooh, look at you, big time.
Yeah, I like it when there's no reason why Yu Darvish should be an underdog, and I guarantee the public is just going to be fucking going,
Slam Diego. It hasn't been Slam Diego in months.
Do your research. I'm telling you, this is not a good pick. If you take San Diego.
Without Tatis, it's not Slam Diego.
No.
Yeah. But you know what? We've been teasing it way too much. But I hear a knock at the door.
Oh, you know that sound. That means the dads have a special guest ready to join the show. Let's tune in and see who it could be.
You know what? They always talk about the golf greats. You talk about Jack Nicklaus. You talk about Fred Couples, maybe. You talk about Tiger Woods. But nobody talks about the gambling golf greats. Well, we have one, and he's here for the 3rd time on the DADBODDS podcast. Without further ado, he is at Jeff MCG88 on Twitter. Please follow him in all his picks because he is the future guru as far as golf goes. And he doesn't just do majors, he does everything week to week. Ladies and gentlemen, for the third time on the Dad Boss Podcast, what's going on, Jeff? How you been? How you doing? You looking like you just played 18 today.
Well, if I would have played 18 today, I'd be in a really pissed off mood because I suck, but I didn't. So I'm doing great. And every time I come on here, I think you guys can't outdo yourselves with an introduction. But the fact that I just got used in the same sentence as Jack Nicklaus, like, I don't even want to continue this conversation. Like, let's just call it a night. I can live with that, and we'll go on. How's that sound?
Well, Guns is just getting you buttered up for the tough question.
Too. He also put you in the same sentence as Fred Couples. So.
Yeah, the smoothest swing in golf history right there.
I am the Don King of podcast intros. Let's just say that. I pump up my guys. I keep hope alive. That's what I do.
There you go. I mean, that's phenomenal. That was a great intro, per usual, like you always do, Guns. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so you're back for a third time. You actually had, and I looked back at how you did on the Futures last time, and you had a good Masters. So we had to bring you back. Yeah. I mean, 2 times in a row, you came in, you gave us winners.
The Players, Cam Smith outright, Cam Smith top 10.
Yep.
And then Masters, Sung J.M. first round leader. So, I mean, I think if I can keep that up.
Also, coming off last week, you nailed Sebastian Munoz.
Oh, yeah. 85-1 first round leader last week.
No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah. Just throwing darts at 85-1 long shots and picking them out of the sky. Yep.
God, Munoz. I mean, what a great play that was.
And you know what's funny, Jeff? I actually have to give you credit because I looked at your first round leaders and I forgot I did this. Early in the week, I put like $10 on each of those. And I was kicking myself because I saw you posted Munoz that day. I go to my BetMGM app, and there's like $700 waiting for me.
There you go. You're welcome.
So thank you. Thank you.
If I could toss out a few hundred here and there, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to hear about your first round leader at this tournament too. But I wanted to ask you: have you heard this stat about like if you're the second round leader at this course, I think you win like every time, right? Something like that.
So, no, to be honest,
is that I don't know if you've heard that or not, and I don't know if that's true or not. I kind of heard it in passing, and then somebody told me about it. One of those kind of stats.
I mean, I'll take your word if that's what you heard. This course, obviously being the PGA Championship, this course rotates. So one thing as capping on that goes is there's not a lot of players in this field that have played it in a tournament setting before. We talk about Scheffler played it for the Big 12 Championship and things like that, but totally different field and things like that. So
totally different tee boxes. They've built new tees, new angles.
Yeah.
There's some crazy tee boxes. One tee box is going over another green.
I saw that, and I was like, how's that going to work out? I mean, think about when Tiger's group is on the green on that Thursday and Friday, and the other guy's trying to tee off. Like, good luck.
That's true. That's true. They're gonna. It's elevated, so it's elevated over it.
A lot of fans. A lot of fans.
There's gonna be a lot of fans. I don't think they're gonna let anybody back there.
Okay.
I
didn't know that. You saw it. So okay.
Yeah. So it's in a spot where I don't think there's going to be fans in that behind the green in that area.
Well, that's
on that side at least. So I wouldn't want a top one right there either.
I will.
Not that any of these guys will, but it's happened before.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like Dustin Johnson did it the other day, didn't he? Or not? Or Zach Johnson?
JT, Justin Thomas,
or was it JT?
Yeah.
One of those guys did it.
Yeah.
Speaking of like topping it in front of other holes and with pressure, is there anything worse in golf when you're lining up for your approach shot? You're like 150 out, and all of a sudden these carts come by, and they're like, "Oh no, you go. You're about to hit. You go." I'm like, "No, fucker, you can go." You get thrown off.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
So if I had to wait, to putt, or if I had to wait to tee off, I'm already done. I'm walking back to the 19th hole. I'm having a transfusion. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to see my swing.
Oh, you pick the winners. That's all you need to do about golf.
Yeah. Yep. I'll stick with
Jeff,
that.
I saw you play. Was it golf? You played golf with your dad the other day. Can your dad kick your ass in golf, or you guys both kind of?
No, he still does. He still does. The best round I ever shot in my life, he actually was like 68 years old and shot a 78. So I'm like no, I just can't. Like I'm not good. Like I wish I was. I would play it all the time, but I'm just not good. I'm a heck.
How's your putting? I know. You know, in the golf Twitter world, you know, you got Brian Kirshner.
No.
He's probably the best putter on golf Twitter. So would you say you could line one up with him?
I could. Could I putt better than him? Yes, I've seen him putt, and it's not great. But I could not beat him in 18 holes. I mean, I'm not going to try to talk smack when I can't cover.
No, just putting. Just putting.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking mini golf here.
Just putting, baby.
No, like I'm the modern day Brad Faxon, and Brad Faxon, for the old timers don't know, he was a great putter. So I can putt. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk PGA Championship.
Let's do it.
So I might actually start with pun because I want to start with weather conditions.
Yeah.
I want to start with course conditions because we were talking about that earlier, but I want to kind of reiterate like what you can see at least from the first round.
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow, by the way, early morning. What are you seeing from your perspective? Because you've been to the course, you've seen it, you've walked it. What are we seeing?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's going to be so the course is in fantastic, really, really good shape. I mean, so that's not going to be an issue. And then it might be a little windy, I think, early versus late. Or is it going to be late? Or it might be windy late tomorrow.
Late.
I think late tomorrow. It's supposed to maybe gust to 30. But if that's the worst, then the weather's not a problem. I mean, I don't see the wind being too much of an issue. I mean, 18 will be crazy. It just depends what direction. I don't know what is it out of the southeast. Yeah, dude, the wind's not going to be. Everybody's worried about the wind. I'm not worried about the wind. Everybody here's just.
This is your chance to go viral.
This is your shot.
No, dude, this is just.
You're calling it.
This is what Oklahoma is. It's going to be windy. I mean, so I think everybody's like 35-mile-an-hour winds. Holy crap! That's like that's normal.
So knowing that
golf Twitter's going off. I mean, Jeff could attest to it, but every other tweet that I'm looking at, the wind. Right. Hideki's neck. I mean, they're going crazy about the weather. So pun is telling us, oh no, this is another normal day in Oklahoma.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean it's AM 8 miles an hour, 15-mile-an-hour gusts. Thursday PM 32-mile-an-hour gusts, but 13-mile-an-hour wind. So it's going to be windier Friday and Saturday than it will be tomorrow.
So knowing that from your experience capping golf, Jeff, like who are the golfers that can take advantage of windy conditions on the course?
So the first thing that comes to mind, now the thing is you're going to take this with a grain of salt because he's been hurt, but I took a stab, and I'll throw this out there right away. Daniel Berger, 60-1 first round leader, because he has the lowest ball apex flight on tour over the last year. So if there's anybody that can flight his ball low and keep it out of the wind for the short amount of time, it's Daniel Berger. And you can get some long odds on him. I'm not saying he's going to win it outright, but if he gets off to a hot start, I mean, he's live. I mean,
might be a nice little first round leader bet guy.
And I have that.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's on tomorrow. The wind isn't going to play that big of a factor. So the first few groups out of the gate might have 1 or 2, 3 holes where they get a bigger advantage on the wind, but after that, it's pretty much going to be even keel. Berger's later in the day, but I found it 60-1. I think it was on PointsBet. I don't know if it's still there, but I think that's worth a flyer because if anybody can control it through the wind, I mean, it's him. But statistically speaking, now he could blow up, but who knows?
And it's a south wind as well.
Shane Lowry, yeah, and Shane Lowry's another guy that can do well in bad wind conditions, and I got him first round leader as well.
Wow,
I found 45-1 on him. Those are two guys I would target in those conditions based upon if that holds. I got some other guys, but those are the two guys I would really target.
Jeff, quick question. So yesterday, I'm cruising on Twitter and I'm seeing golf Twitter going absolutely bananas because DraftKings readjusted their odds because of the weather or whatever it may be. And I got Scotty Scheffler 45-1 first round. Am I an idiot or is there some value there?
Not now. At the time, the weather looked like it was going to be very windy in the afternoon, and he's got a late tee time. So, to be honest, is he going to face the worst of the weather? Yes. Is it a lot that he can't handle? No. 3 to 4 or 5 mile an hour, I don't think makes it worthy of putting him at 45-1 for first round leader. Now, I placed mine before that number existed. I wish I would have waited. No, that's a great value play because he's been on record saying that this is his favorite course. He hasn't played since the renovation, but I don't think those renovations are going to change his mind too much. So if you can get a 45-1 on Scheffler, first round leader, yes, you should do that.
Okay, good.
And the renovations aren't necessarily. They're not like they didn't redo any holes. It was
they're not
like
drastic. Yeah,
they did some bunker. They shaped the bunkers differently. They ran the creek throughout the entire course, and it was cut off at certain points. So now it goes basically through every hole, and then the greens. And they redid the greens.
Yeah, it's nothing drastic that's going to change the way he's going to shape his shots.
But a quick way to spend $11 million.
Hey, it sounds like they're doing good there.
And the members get assessed for that, which is crazy. That's why I can't afford to be a member there. It's like 100, 150 to join.
Yeah,
and there's a waiting list, but yeah, it's crazy.
So Pun mentioned the greens, and I know we talked about it earlier. I'm kind of reiterating stuff that I'm doing my notes. As people didn't think I was listening while I was trying to make a Philly pick, but I was. I can do both. I am ambidextrous as far as my ears and my eyes go, but I digress. I want to talk about the greens a little bit. I mean, who are we looking at? Difficult greens? We're looking at slow greens, fast greens. I mean, what is the difficulty factor as far as the greens go? I'll ask anybody in the room.
Jeff, you can go ahead and answer it if you want to.
I think you can lay into it more too, Pon. But I think what you're looking at is some deceiving greens that. From the approach shots, you're going to be looking at things like, well, if I land it here, I'll be okay. Now, granted, a lot of these players, what I've heard this week is they're literally playing this as a practice round and trying to put shots in certain spots to see if they hold. Because there's a lot of false fronts where you can think you're hitting a good approach shot, and if you're on the wrong side of the hole, that thing's going to roll back 40 to 50 yards off the green, and then you're trying to worry about saving par versus having a good look at birdie. There's several different holes where this takes in effect, and as a course they don't play on a regular basis. They're literally, correct me if I'm wrong, Pun, but like I saw you put something out where Stuart Sink hit like what it might have been you or somebody else. I'm sorry.
We talked about this before, but it wasn't Sink, but it was probably a similar situation. Yeah,
where he's literally just dropping balls in a spot and hitting from that spot, trying to see where it would shape.
Right.
And like they don't do that on a course they play every year because they understand that. So there's a lot of confusion. Like, where do I land my shots? Like, if you're a great ball striker, great. You better keep doing that because guys like Victor Hovland, if they miss a green, he's in trouble. He can't chip.
Yeah, he can't chip.
No. So that's why he's a good approach player. But if he misses greens, he's in trouble.
Yeah. So all the greens are they're going to be real fast. I mean, guns. They're going to be like as fast as they can get them, and then. It's just like he said, everything is going to roll off. If you don't hit your spot, you're going to be chipping, and then you're chipping on a tight lie Bermuda grass, which Bermuda could be kind of difficult to chip off of every once in a while because it's just not true. But but there's a reason they use Bermuda because it's it grows here and it's so hot here you have to use Bermuda. It looks nice. It's going to play great, but you're right. A lot of the players are going to go. They're not going to be able to go at pins. They're going to go to these spots, and they're going to have a lot of these 15 to 20 footers. So it's going to be who can make those 15 to 20 footers. That's how you're probably going to score Thursday, I think.
I would agree.
And then I don't know what. And then one of the holes they're going to make it shorter, a shorter par 4 as well. A couple of the days, I think it's 17. Which could be fun to watch on TV as well because it's kind of it's a pretty hole, but it can play really hard or it can play really easy depending on how they want it to play. But there's a lot of little nuances like that.
Lockbats, how is your chipping on Bermuda grass?
Oh, thank you for bringing me in. I mean, I think Jeff and Pun could talk all day.
I was ready.
Have a little.
I was just waiting for my spot. I was waiting for my spot.
I mean, I make a TikTok for Pun. I DM Jeff all the time, and this is how
I'm going on mute.
We have the same. Yeah, me and Jeff have the same trolls now. So
I want to show something. I want to show something.
Don't send any of those over to me, thank you.
I want to show
love
something.
Guys,
this is my ice bucket here. Today I went through the ringer. I drove from Philadelphia to New Jersey, and I knew I didn't have any beer at my apartment. So I brought 2 beers from Philly, 2 nice IPAs, and I had to coach a lacrosse game, 6th grade lacrosse. So I go back to my car, and these beers are fucking skunked warm. And I'm like, I have to be on the podcast. I can't go back to the fridge.
Is that from your fridge? Is that from your freezer?
It is.
The tray?
It is.
Oh
it is.
God, what a classic move.
So
I thought he had another ALS challenge going on. He's going to dump it on his head.
No. How's my chipping? I'll tell you this. My chipping was a lot better like 9 years ago, when I was like 20 years old, a little nimble, a little athletic, had hands. And now, I don't know if I'm getting older, but I got hands for feet. I don't know.
A little stiff?
I think it's practice, man. You got to be practicing every day to have good hands. Yeah. And I have a good off the green chip, but out of the sand, I'm probably just as good as Hovland.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm just going to ask you a question. I want to. So the PGA, it's a huge field, right? I mean, this is a loaded field. You got to look at the odds list, and I always scroll down sometimes to go back up.
Mm-hmm.
I see some bottom feeders, man. I mean, you look at like HVC or Harold Varner III. I mean, was he like 80-1?
So the funny thing is, I found a future on him at 200-1 several weeks ago, and I bet. Now is he going to win? Probably not. But at 200-1,
he's always in contention. It seems like,
and he's never won. He lost in that playoff. So this would be like poetic justice.
Yeah.
For Harold Varner to come out and win. No,
I wouldn't bet at 80-1. No, there's
okay. There's better numbers out there.
There's better spots you can find. I'm not saying bet Varner, but so with the PGA Championship, you got past winners like John Daly's playing in it. He's not winning.
Why Yang?
I'm tracking down Daly, by the way. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette with him somehow.
You should, or grab some wings at Hooters with him, whatever you can.
Yeah.
But then there's PGA Club professionals that qualify for this tournament, so they're in this field. They're not winning. So the major, you're not competing against the full field this week.
Yeah. So there's 20 PGA professionals. Just
exactly.
That's how many.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't realize there's 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's quite a few. There's a tournament that goes on for all that. So eliminate 20 of those guys. They're not winning.
Okay.
Plus some past champions, like I mentioned, like Y.E. Yang, John Daly, and several others that I don't even know, because I don't even look at them on the odds boards. So you're really down to 100 golfers that are legitimate, and then out of that, how many can win? Let's be honest. Not all of them. So at that point, the odds board isn't too difficult versus a normal major.
Well, a guy like Matthew Wolff, are we crossing him off?
Yes.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay, he's done.
Yeah.
He teased us the other. What was it, 2 weeks ago?
He
teased us a little bit.
He knows to win.
There is that narrative, and he has played this course, but he's just. I love Matthew Wolff. I used to bet him. I used to bet him a lot, but he's lost right now.
Yeah.
So let's not even go down that bridge.
Now, should I mention one more name?
Let's do it.
Before I go back on mute. Jeff, how are you feeling about your man, Taylor Gooch?
I got a big future on him.
Another Oklahoma State guy.
Yeah. I know you do, and I keep falling down the path with you with Gooch. And can he win so we can get off the train? Because I've been following.
He has one. I hit him at the RSM last fall.
That was then. This is now. It's 2022, and right. I'm burning with him.
He's just getting started, Locke. He's just getting started.
Okay.
So
you gave up on Mito.
I'm always good for rekindling relationships. So I'll get back with Mito eventually. But with Gooch, like, if you can find like a 130, I think it was 130 on DK, I think it's worth a sprinkle. He has the worst of the tee times for Friday if they start on time on Friday. But at 130 to 1, like, I've made worse $10 or $20 bets. Now I got a 200 to 1, $75 to win 15K. So I will tell you this. I promise this. Let's hear it right now. If Taylor Gooch wins this weekend, wherever the three of you guys want to meet up at some point in the next year, drinks on me for the entire night.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's exclusive. I mean, we're
Hold on, I got to
recording right now.
timestamp that.
Timestamp
Hold
that
on.
one.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Taylor Gooch is going to pay for all of our drinks.
Hell,
at
and
a bar.
and honestly,
Of
Gooch
his-
might come. We might be able to get Gooch to come. I could probably.
He's at the celebrity status where I think my Oklahoma man pun could pull some strings.
Yeah.
He almost won the API. Like, he won, and then he got back into contention. Like, I'm not 200 to 1. Sign me up.
You know what? I think I'm getting bitter with Gooch just because I told you this last show. I joined a season-long DraftKings fantasy league, and they told you, oh, all you have to do is win 1 week and you make your money back. Well, now we're 5 months into this thing, and I am burning money.
You still haven't won?
No. Dude, and I thought it was an easy league, but like these fucking like 4 or 5 guys keep freaking winning. I came in second during the Masters, and that was double points. But each major, each week, that's double points. So I'm gonna ask you later at the end of the show. We're gonna build a lineup. But sorry, I just wanted Gooch has been in my lineup the last few weeks, and I just have to take a break. But
No better name in golf than Gooch, by the way.
Yeah, and I would if we're talking DFS, and we'll get to that later, I would fade him this week. He's going to be highly owned. He's so cheap this week. Everybody's going to be on him.
Okay, good.
Everybody's
As long as we're on the same
going
page.
everybody's going to say he's from Oklahoma, and they're going to pick him.
And he's cheap this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So
I have a quick question, Guns, for Jeff, real quick. What do you think about Homa?
So here's a guy that has won 4 times in the last 2 years. And so I didn't bet him this week, and I have a little bit of FOMO because I've bet him when he won at the Genesis, and then at the I think it was the Fortinet in the fall. Yeah, that's what it was. And you can catch a huge number on him this week. He's flying under the radar. So I do have a top 30 max play, whale bomb play, FanDuel top 30 plus 155.
Plus 155?
You might catch a better number somewhere else, but like
That's good.
all that guy has done recently is perform, and I mean he's just playing great golf. Like,
Yeah, I got him like plus 7,000 the other day on my local, which my local has bad lines compared to like
no,
DraftKings.
I saw
but-
60s and 65s, so
Yeah.
I think that's a great number to win outright, and it's worth a flyer.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Some guy just tagged me in a tweet, said he found 100 to 1. Like, I'm getting these live updates as I'm sitting here.
Oh,
watching.
nice.
Uh,
Tell him to send him to our account. We'll put him on the screen.
yeah.
yeah. Come to the DADBODDS YouTube channel. I'll put you on the screen if you
But
have
like
any.
right now, that's what you're going to catch on him, because I imagine it got bet down because the guy just has been playing great golf. So like, I think that's a great chance. I mean, I don't know what you put on it, doesn't matter, but like 20, 30, 40 bucks, heck yes, it's worth it.
Yeah, that's
Hell
worth
yeah.
a flyer in my opinion. And he said he loves the course. So sometimes I like picking guys that like the course because it means if they like the course, that means they kind of feel the course, and it's
Plus,
like JT loves the course because he likes old golf courses.
plus,
Not to be confused with Nakahoma, who was canceled by
What the
Cleveland.
fuck is that?
yeah.
Well, he was the mascot for the Cleveland Indians before
Oh.
they turned into the Guardians.
Plus, when you build your cards and you can get value at 70 to 1, that just allows you to add more people to the card. Like, you can get 6, 7, 8 deep when you go that far down the card and still have people that are in contention. And Max Homa is one of those guys at 70 to 1 that you should absolutely add. I bet a lot of my futures in advance, so I don't have room for him this week, but I absolutely love that play.
Okay, good. I thought it was a good play too, but I wasn't sure necessarily. I think he can win, but he's on the cusp of the guy. I think that's the cut line of guys that can win.
I think you get down on that top 30 if you can, just to cover your bases on that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna add that.
So going just on golf Twitter, right? I mean, I'm now in the algorithm.
Oh, you're in. Yeah,
I'm
you're
deep in
now.
the algorithm. And all right, Hideki Matsuyama. Let's address the elephant in the room. I mean, I've been seeing tweets of people saying that they have him first round leader, wire to wire, winner by a long shot. I have people saying his neck's about to fall off. I have people saying that he's gonna withdraw. For the record, Jeff, tell me, what is the deal with Hideki Matsuyama?
I have spent way too much time today analyzing how Hideki's neck is feeling, that even though I looked into it, like, how am I supposed to know? But I have tapped into every outside resource I know and everything I can analyze. So here's what I've learned. So he said this, that he was on a scale of 1 to 10 at the Zozo, he was like a 1 or a 2. He won the Zozo Championship in the fall when he said that. And then at the Players, he didn't play the practice round the day before. So he didn't play on the Wednesday, and he withdrew. Okay? So today, practice round, he plays 9 holes. So he should be fine. So if we're rotating, it goes win, withdraw, win. So he should win. Now, with that said, obviously I'm joking a little bit. Hopefully he does win because I got a big outright on him. He tees off early tomorrow, and if they start on time on Friday, he fades that wind on Friday morning and tees off late Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Cam Smith, 2 guys you want to hone in on for outrights if you haven't bet them already, because they're getting the best of the tee times. If they start on time on Friday, which is the other issue, are they going to suspend play? Are they not? I don't think they will, but there are people out there saying that they might because it's a major. But I would definitely – I got Hideki first round leader, 41 to 1, and I got him outright. WinBet, those idiots at WinBet on Monday dropped a 55 to 1 outright and lasted for like 2 hours. He's down to 20 to 1 on that site.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never use WinBet. They got horrible odds.
Yeah, I never use WinBet. WinBet was one and done. You know, there's the one and done apps, I call them, like WinBet, Tipico Sports,
Scorebet.
Yeah. I mean, Bet365 apparently has these wild, wacky ones, but I never go on there either.
But that's only in Jersey. Are you in Jersey?
Yeah. I'm in Jersey, and my girlfriend lives in Philadelphia, so I got the best of both worlds. I cross over the bridge. I can get Parks, New Jersey came, Bet365, Tipico, everything. I mean,
you never should have told me you were in Jersey, because now I'm going to hit you up for Bet365.
Yeah, Bet365, that one guy on Twitter that always tweets at you. I forget his name.
Chris.
Is he the Bet365 guy? He always puts up these numbers, and I'm like,
yeah, they're insane. What? Those boosts they do are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, God, I'm jealous of you guys. I don't get any of that down here.
Ironically, Lockbets is from Jersey. He hates Bruce Springsteen, but I think you're being a little too humble, Jeff. You're actually Dr. Jeff McGee, and you do know more about the neck that you said off air, and I'm going to call you out on that. So please tweet him every neck issue.
Are you trying to get him in the algorithm? Now he's going to get in the doctor's algorithm.
Yeah, well, I got his trolls now. I'm going to keep going at Jeff.
What was this troll situation? You guys
I egged it on.
Well, you know what they say.
Imagine
the best thing to do about trolls and bullies is to be the bigger man.
That was his marquee matchup on his Twitter. It was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I love it.
Well, Jeff brings some trolls. I mean, I know last week he had
golf Twitter. I didn't want to get involved in golf Twitter, but
golf Twitter is ruthless, cutthroat. What have you done for me lately? Right?
A little bit. It can't be sometimes.
I don't think they're gonna suspend play, Jeff. If they do, it'll be because of lightning.
Well,
there might be some like little isolated thunderstorms that pop up
late Friday, yeah,
and then the winds also might gust like to 35. But
and I'm with you on that.
But it'll be quick. It'll be quick, which is nice. I don't think it's going to be. It's going to rain a little bit tonight, which is fine. I mean, but tomorrow looks good. So let's cross our fingers.
Yep.
Well, you heard it here first. I mean, Pun is boots on the ground. And Pun, I think this can go one of two ways for you. Jeff's golf followers are watching you right now, and he's like, whoa, Pun Picks is a must follow. This guy
big time
knows what's going on. It's not that deep. And then tomorrow, when a tornado happens during the second half of tomorrow, you will now be getting trolled.
You're a dick. You don't understand.
Well, fortunately for me, I'm gonna be out there in the middle of the course, so I might be swept up in the tornado, and the trolls might win.
Do you have Pun? Do you have a budget for the $18 beers tomorrow? What's the budget?
So I don't get to drink it all tomorrow because I'm working. But
that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah,
but
you're right.
Friday, zero budget.
Oh, perfect.
Zero budget. I also
do you get a discount?
I also have a volunteer water bottle.
Oh,
don't tell them that.
That I might fill up with something.
I hope they're not listening.
all the listeners are watching.
PGA Championship rigged.
So there's no budget. There's no budget for a major. Nice. You go and that's the problem. Nobody cares anyway. They're gonna buy. Everybody's expensing everything.
You're gonna win it back on gambling. You're gonna win it back on gambling. So
we're gonna win it back outright tenfold. Not worried about the beers.
So is it time to get to the nitty gritty?
Yeah, time to get to the brass tacks, Jeff. As we have to end the episode, run out of time.
All right.
Give us
first round leaders first.
First, start with first round leaders, and then let's go full blown tournament.
And don't miss anybody because this is your time to shine.
I got my pen ready.
All right. Here we go. And if you're looking for a couple, I'll emphasize those.
Wait, hold up.
All
hold
right.
up.
Numbers might have changed, but Justin Thomas has made some changes with the putter, and Bones can help him out because he helped Phil putting. So Justin Thomas, 31-1, what I found on FanDuel. Cam Smith, 40-1, early tee time. Emphasis on early tee times tomorrow. Hideki Matsuyama, 41-1 on FanDuel. Early tee time. Shane Lowry, 45-1. Can play well in these conditions. If it is windy, he'll be fine. Like I mentioned earlier, Daniel Berger, 60-1. Low ball flight. He can fight through that wind better than anybody else. And then Cam Young, I don't know if the number is still there, but I found a 70-1 on Monday.
I got a 65. You gave it to me. I saw it on your Twitter.
Yeah, close enough. I would still take that early tee times. Like, you don't have to take all those guys. JT's got a late tee time. May affect him, may not. But another guy.
You don't want FOMO. You don't want FOMO. You just take them. Put a sprinkle. You don't want to miss it.
And to reiterate, these are first round picks, right?
First round leaders. Like, regardless of what they do after Thursday, we don't give a shit.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No.
These are like first quarter picks in the NBA. This is
what type of value would you tell people to bet on these? Like $10, $20, $30?
I mean, so what I always strive to do on any card I do, outrights, whatever, get 7 times ROI. So like if you're betting, a total of $100, your minimum return on your cheapest win should be $700.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying there? Like,
yep.
Because if you just hit one every 7 weeks, you break even. Now, if you want to gamble, maybe you go down to 6. It's a major. I get it. I'm overexposed this week, so it happens to me. So like I would try to just get a 6 or 7 times ROI on your investment.
Okay, that's a good answer. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I always like to just risk maybe 2 units for the first round. So if I'm doing 2 units, then I'm risking maybe 0.3, 0.4, 0.2 units. But also units, I mean, Fugazi, you're going to win money, you're going to lose money. But anyways.
Yeah. And then I don't want to give you my outright. I'll give you my outright card, but I have different odds. Those odds aren't available.
Well, talk about your outrights that you have and brag about how you got them months ago, and then tell the viewers at home, maybe you can find this still.
Okay. Yeah. So, some of these guys, they're long gone. Like, I got Scotty Scheffler, 40-1. Cam Smith, 45-1. Those guys were all bet, early, went January, February.
I remember when you tweeted them out. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're not going to find those. Sam Burns was 90-1 last fall when he was going on a streak in the fall run, and then Taylor Gooch 200-1. When was that? February or March? It was on points bet. You're just not going to find those. Now, I still love Gooch at 130. He was 130 on DK, and I still love Cam Smith at 22. I thought there was 22 on points bet because he has a great early tee time, and he's so good, like in tough conditions around the green. You know, he can putt, so he can putt lights out.
So Cam Smith 22-1. You're saying?
If you could find that, if you could find Cam Smith north of 20-1, I would lock that in because he's got a great tee time. Yeah. The thing is with Scotty, like, yeah, could he win? Absolutely. But are you gonna if you bet him, like, you're limiting where you go on your card?
Yeah,
I would try to find a number on Decky. I think the neck's gonna be fine, and you can probably get close to 30 on him, maybe late 28, 29s. If I'm building a card, I would go Cam Smith, Hideki, maybe Sam Burns, and then maybe add one more, like a bomb like Gooch or somebody like that.
Gooch?
Yeah.
I mean, Gooch is
that's a huge number. Like, I mean, he's still 130. Like, that's ridiculous. He's way better than that. Or Homa. Like,
what about who was it that was playing real well? Gosh, I was watching him. It was either last week or 2 weeks ago. Was it Noren or Hatton? I think it was it Noren? No.
So Noren.
I don't think Noren's in the field, is he?
He is. Yeah, he goes off early. And
I saw him. He went off early. I was like, oh.
So he's got the right side of the wave, and if you can catch a number on him, I think that's worth it.
Well, he went to Oklahoma State too. People don't know that, but he did.
So that's the thing. He's got a great tee time. Like, if they play like they're supposed to, and there's no delays, like that morning wave tomorrow, just look at those guys teeing off before 10 a.m. And Xander's in there too. If you can catch a number on Xander, I know he has a reputation of not winning big events outside the Olympics, but
he was close last year, wasn't he?
He's always close. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, and that's his knock. Like, he's always close. He just can't get it done. But, like, you got to think. We talked about this earlier. There's club pros that won. There's 20 of them that aren't going to compete. There's past champions. Like, there's 30 guys right there that aren't going to win this week.
Did you hear the stat? Bobby McIntyre 10 for 10 in cuts made in majors?
Great DFS play. Now that cat's out of the bag on that. It's 6,900, but it's great DFS play. Like, he's going to be popular though. That's the thing you're going to come up against. But
and I'm not sure how the coach is. He's a lefty, isn't he?
Did you mention all of your plays that you've booked in advance already? I think you did.
So all of those, just Homa top 30 plus 155. Yeah. Burns and Zalatoris top 20. Get the best number.
Are you riding the Brian Kirshner train? I hear Brian and you are having.
I thought he was trying to sell that ticket.
He's trying to sell it. He's trying to sell an outright ticket. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he loves him top 20. I'll text him right after this and tell him you guys said that.
Well, I'm sure he's watching.
Well, you know what? If Zalatoris ends up doing this,
he doesn't have time for us.
If Zalatoris ends up winning this damn thing, we can clip this and we're going to tag Brian for the clout, just to get the clout. Yeah. And we're going to be back. We're going to be right back where we want him. He's going to come back on the show. I know he's going to be back.
Yeah. You just got to ask him.
All right. Before we build his lineup, when we got it here, I've got one and a half more questions.
Okay.
I gave out a play before you came on. I don't know if you saw it. That big 9 play.
Give me those 9 again.
Okay. I'll look at those 9 while I ask you the other question. The other question was we got to talk about Tiger, right? What do you think?
So, like, if you want any action on Tiger, I would just bet him. If you can find a decent number to make the cut at minus like 120, minus 125, I think you go that route, because I don't want to cheer for him to miss the cut, because like he's going to make the cut, I think.
Yeah, so I bet him 55th or better.
Yeah.
Minus 110.
Yeah, I think that's solid. I don't know how I mean, unless he just has a blow up hole or something.
Right.
But he's done well on this course. He's won on this course before.
Okay, Big Nine, Rahm, Scheffler, McIlroy, JT, Cantlay, Morikawa, Spieth, Cam Smith, and Xander Schauffele.
Okay, I was making sure you had Cam Smith in there. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only person that I think could ruin that is Decky. Mm-hmm. But I will take those 9 versus Decky at plus money all day.
Because this tournament and this course is kind of a big boy. It's a big boy. The big boys win.
Outside of 3 long shots in the last 12 years, and Phil doesn't even really count because Phil was still. He's a past champion. He's on a different level. Yeah, when he's hot, he's hot.
It's like saying Tiger's a long shot or something. Yeah.
No, I think that's a good play. The only thing that I think could ruin that is Decky, but you got 9 versus 1 there. So
I thought it was worth a flyer. Just kind of hedge
at plus money.
Hedge some of my other bets. All right, let's get lock bets a lineup.
Well, first off, I want to Guns. Your optics right now, you look stressed.
I'm looking at the time. I'm looking at the time of the podcast.
But you have to remember. Hey, Guns. You have to remember. You spent 10 minutes looking like a frozen little penguin.
Cut that. You're right. We have an extra 10. You're right. Boom.
We have 10 for the reboot.
You got 10.
I just created extra work for myself because my damn reboot.
You look stressed. You look stressed.
He had to do a full reboot. He had to do a full reboot.
I got a bottle of wine. Come on.
I'm good.
We're not going to be here all day, but let's not, listen, let's not. I do want to point out one more thing real quick. The PGA historically is kind of a wacky tournament. They always it's almost like an experimental. Let's put this rule out there. Let's try this.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they using rangefinders for this, or is that a myth?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Are they doing anything different this week or no?
I think U.S. Open they do, right?
I thought they were doing something experimental for this.
I didn't see him using any rangefinders during practice rounds.
No, not this week at least. Yeah.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on Sergio Garcia and sound off, mic off, baby?
No, I'll go way too long on this. Yeah. Guns will be really shitty.
All right.
I did see Sergio putting. I didn't know he was going to play this week.
How about Jared Goff? Tell me about Jared.
Tell me Jared Goff. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
All right. I need to build. Listen, guys, if you guys are still watching this show, I know there's some DFS players out there, and you may be like me. I am in a league that is pulling my hair out, pulling my teeth out. Jeff, right now, I believe I have, as my blue chips, I got JT, I got Cam, I got Harold Varner, I got McIntyre, I got somebody else, but I want to hear your dream lineup. I'll put in the Millie Maker. It'll be a DADBODDS approved DFS lineup.
Okay. So I want Cam Smith and Hideki in there. Hold on, I'm going to do this right now, actually, just to make sure I can make this work.
Let's also put an asterisk.
And can somebody root me on? Nameen, if you're on there, can you root me on to try to open up this fucking bottle of wine?
You got to use the boot trick with the boot.
What's that?
I don't know.
Not me, approve it.
So I'm going Cam,
Hideki,
Abe Answer. God, now I'm really getting down.
Abe Answer?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard his
Oklahoma OU guy.
Yep. And then I'm going a guy that just when he's on around the green and I'm getting him cheap, going Patrick Reed.
Ooh.
You have to find a way to differentiate yourself. You
do. You do.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to get a dupe lineup and there's nobody like, what are you doing? And then this is where I'm really we're going Alex Noren at 7K.
Ooh.
I like it.
Then I have 9,100 left where I can go Cantlay, Koepka, or Zalatoris.
Cantlay, I haven't heard his name all week.
I haven't either. I haven't even seen him.
No, I haven't heard his name. All I saw was Brian Kirshner say he's got a beard.
Yeah. And somebody replied to that saying it probably took him as long to grow that as he does standing over a putt.
He has gotten the wine out of the bottle, folks.
Yeah.
He has gotten the wine out of the bottle.
So
more wine
I think we're just going to roll with Cantlay on that because it's Koepka in a major, but, man, he does not look great right now.
Koepka does love the PGA, but he doesn't look great, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Cantlay because I don't have a lot of Cantlay owned right now.
Do you know the reason why Cantlay his name is not brought up at all this week?
Nope.
As far as, like, outright bets, yeah, I do because he always like there's different tiers. So Cantlay flies under the radar with the elite, and like Homa is flying under the radar with like the middle tier. I think those two guys are in the same class in different tiers. Because Cantlay has had some struggles early on this year, and everybody wants to flock towards Scheffler, Cam Smith, and then the popular guys, Rory, JT, and he just gets lost in the shuffle. I don't know what to say.
All right, so you heard it first. The Dream Millie Maker. You're hearing it exclusively on the Dad Bods podcast with our resident or occasional seasonal resident, Jeff McGee, Cam Smith, Hideki.
We've officially made you the major capper of the Dad Bods podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great. I'm in for it, guys.
You're in.
Yeah,
Answer,
and
Reed, Norin, Cantlay, Norin, Reed, answer. Hideki, Cam Smith, it's a Millie Maker. You heard it here first.
And you are on record for saying that if the Gooch pulls off the PGA Championship, then you owe us a ton of liquor. And by the way,
does that include tickets? Is that airfare too, or no?
No. I will meet you. I'll meet you guys
I'll
somewhere
fly out for
at an undisclosed location, and I will pick up the tab.
I like Ciroc because of the NBA.
All right. You know what, guys? Guns, pun. I think we have to match the bet because if we win this bet, I think we should all fly down to the next.
I've already bet Gooch plus like 10,000, so I'm in.
Okay, so we should all meet at a location, and when we get to that location, Jeff McGee's buying everything.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I got to put a little bit on the Gooch. No pun intended for the boys. All right, the comments are wild tonight, and I can't say them. No, I can't say this one out loud, but I'll show you guys after I hit the end button. So that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Dad Boss Podcast. Until episode 84, we'll see you next time. Go cash some tickets and enjoy the PGA Championship. Till next time, peace.
Thanks, guys.
Jeff,
Thanks.
Thank you, Jeff.